Imagine a game like this be around for 13 years and people still give a shit about it. That says a lot, honestly. And the fun fact about it is, too, even though people may not necessarily know exactly what it is and it's still in a niche side of the audience of a lot of different things, still nonetheless, you gotta give a props for people, like, knowing what the hell it is. Or even still, like, at least seeing what it is or caring about it in some shape or form. 13 years and still people remember? That's a long ass time. And to go about this 13-year anniversary, number one, you like? This is for my OG people. We used to do this a lot. Use the sprites of the characters a lot, honestly. So hopefully this will be, a little fun for you. And then secondly, we're gonna do Rate the Waifu of not just Danganronpa 2, but we're gonna do it of Danganronpa V3 as well. Because previously, 2 years ago, we basically did Danganronpa 1, and I never followed up on it. So today, it's the day where we do that, honestly. And as your King of Despair, I will basically be giving you a guide through all these hoes, and give you the rating of each and every waifu throughout the Dangan 2 and the Dangan 3, honestly. And when it comes down to things, it's gonna be 16 students again! So, hot damn, I got a lot of people to go through, honestly, so we might have to just speed run this a little bit. And if you are someone of the OG days of my YouTube channel who, been there during the Danganronpa Sprite era, definitely go ahead and leave a comment on the video as well. I'm looking forward to it. Now, when it comes down to things, we got a lot of characters to get through, so let's just get into it. For the first person, we got Akane Owari and Kamehameha. When it comes down to things, Akane is... Ah man, it's been a long time since I've seen Dangan 2 or V3, honestly. So I'll give Akane about like a 6. About a 6, right? Here, then obviously the thing is, Akane is not necessarily that great. Honestly, she's kind of in the same boat as Asahina, just a little bit more better, kinda. Not really, when it comes down to this, because at least Asahina did stuff like in the future. And I kind of didn't really do anything. She kind of just survived the killing game, right? Honestly, the only thing I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you an extra point because of the damn top that you be wearing wants to come open half the time. So there you go when it comes down to that. So I'll give her about a 6, honestly, right? I'll give her about a 6. She can throw hands at least, though. That's like another thing when it comes down to it. But that's about it, honestly. There's been multiple times where she almost got turned into a pack, though. That's 100%. So Akane for me would be about a 6, honestly. Then we have Hiyoko Saionji, which, yes, the most annoying character, possibly, when it comes down to things. Hella disrespectful. The one type of person that will definitely just say a bunch of wild shit in front of your face. Possibly one of those racist ass people that you see online just be talking a mad amounts of shit. But when it comes to actually doing things herself, she probably wouldn't do a damn thing on her own. But when it comes down to things, Hiyoko is an ass. 100%. She's cute, but she's an ass. And that's like literally how it is, honestly. So realistically, if we're going by canon, I would definitely give Hiyoko like a 4, right? I like the design of the character, obviously, but outside of that, there ain't really much positive things without going into like the realm of fan fiction or some shit like that, and we're trying to stay away from the realm of fan fiction, but overall, definitely she's like the bottom of the barrel of like, Dangan 2. That, at least that's to me, honestly. She do got some nice ass art though, right? She do be looking a lot thick in some areas, but that's about it, honestly. That still doesn't really save you for all that shit talking that you did to, other characters in this damn game. So a 4 is gonna be happening for you, honestly. Mikan Sumiki. Ah yes, the nurse, the crazy lady that likes to sneak in people's beds and also still be on some nonsense despair shit. But when it comes down to things, yeah, let's give Mikan about, I don't know, what are we feeling? 8? 9? It ain't no 10, I can tell you that much. It's in that area. Let's discuss a little bit. Mikan obviously is like, fine as hell. Definitely needs to be, a little bit more sociable because holy shit, she is kind of awkward at times and also kind of wants to down badly break your leg so you would have to depend on her, which is a very scary thing about you, Mikan. Why the hell are you so scary? But when it comes down to things, I would definitely maybe give Mikan about 8? Like, she's a very popular character among people, right? She's like a super popular character, and it's understandable why, right? But yeah, I don't need you to make me sick or just break my legs because, oh, I'm about to start depending and clinging onto you and shit like that. Absolutely not. So I would give Mikon about an 8, right? That's just how it is. The fan art be popping, right? The Rule 34 is definitely happening. It is the happening. Yeah, let's just give her an 8. I feel that's fine, right? But then we have one of my more favorite characters in Danganronpa, which is Peko Yama. And honestly, Peko is a badass character, 100%. Doesn't really have too much of a personality, but at the very same time, there's little things about her here and there that kind of is like, damn, that's some heat right there, right? Like her liking animals in a certain way, kind of like how she is. She kind of reminds me a lot of Halara from Raincoat a little bit, honestly, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was some inspiration from here and there, because they both kind of the same. Both of them really F with people like that. Both of them just do their jobs, and both of them like animals in some shape or form, right? And that's just essentially how it is. Them hoes would be definitely like the best of friends, 100%. But when it comes down to things, yeah, I absolutely love the shit out of Peko. I don't show it a lot. I do not show it a lot. But definitely, I like the shit out of Peko. And might be my favorite design character in Danganronpa, which is a wild thing to say. But I'm just going to be very honest with you. Like, at least on the female side, design-wise. But when it comes down to things, yes, I would definitely give, honestly, and a little bit of bias here, a Peko about a 9. That's how I feel. I know that's a bit crazy. It is. Understandable, but she whooped ass, and if it wasn't for Fuyuhiko's bitch ass for interrupting the damn battle, she probably would have outlived her execution, honestly. Probably not, but still nonetheless, she would have done a hell of a job. She put up a damn fight, honestly, so I'm gonna give Peko a damn 9. There definitely needs to be more fan art on Peko, because there is, oh boy, there's really not that much. Next up we have is Ibuki Miyoto, who is kinda hella fun. I'm not necessarily gonna hold you. I think I'll give her also an 8 as well. And yes, I know somebody might be like, wait, so how you gonna say Peko is like the best design character in the game? Yeah, you got all this crazy shit when it comes to Ibuki, honestly. First of all, personal preference. Second of all, I'm not necessarily gonna hold you. Again, I like Ibuki, I really do. But for me personally, I am a person that do not care for piercings like that. At least with all that crazy shit going on, right? I still don't. Like, there's certain times different anime characters are not appealing to me because, you know, I'm not used to people having, you know, piercings in certain areas. I'm not that type of person, okay? That's just literally how it is for me, right? That's why I'm kind of not necessarily like on the bandwagon to be like, oh yeah, I want to smash Conan from, you know, Naruto. I'm not necessarily 100% on the bandwagon. I mean, I'm a bit more now, but when it comes down to things, you know, it's not necessarily like something that I'm 100% down bad for. Oh yeah, I need some piercings in my life. Absolutely not. Even when people have, and this might be a bit of a hot take, but even when people have like the nose piercings, like they kind of go out the nose or whatever, that shit is unappealing to me. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. But when it comes down to Ibuki, at least she makes it up for her appearance on that part with her crazy and zany personality, right? Because there's a lot of wild things she does. Even in the fan art, she kind of just be taking charge, which is a bit wild, honestly. But it is what it is. And obviously, who could forget her timeless classics of music, like popping out the baby and not necessarily knowing who the father is. Why is that the title of your song? I have zero idea. But when it comes down to things, Ibuki is fun. So I'll toss her about an 8, honestly. Then we have Mahiru, and yes, possibly, if it wasn't for one other character, the best girl in the game? Maybe? Possibly? Right? Because here's the thing, right? Mahiru comes off as an asshole, 100%. You see Mahiru for the first time, you're not necessarily gonna like you. The moment you try to see all these other characters together, especially at the first, you know, incident, you're gonna be like, damn, Mahiru's an ass. All she does is just push shit on other people or just hate men. Alright, fine. That's how it's gonna be. I'll just go with Mikon because at least she's spreading eagle for the boys. But when it comes down to things, Mahiru's actually really fine and, you know, understandable why she is the way she is like that. Because you play her quests, like the free time events or whatever, essentially, the only reason why she's like that is because her dad don't do it right. So, that's kind of basically it. So, when it comes down to things, Mahiru's kind of okay, right? Sure, she might not necessarily have the best ultimate talent in the world, but it is what it is. Honestly, you could really pass her as like a Danganronpa 2 protagonist if you really wanted to, and that would have been fine. And I feel like they could have really utilized her talent a bit more, but they never really did, and that sucks. So when it comes down to things, Mahiru is kind of like wasted potential, honestly, and it kind of sucks. So for me personally, I'm actually going to give her about a 9 as well, right? I actually do like Mahiru a lot. Sonya, never mind. 2 out of 10. And it's not even me joking, it's legitimately how I feel. And then, the best waifu of the game, the ultimate gamer girl herself, the girl that got a statue in my damn room actually, that has broken legs for some reason because China sucks at their damn shipping. But when it comes down to things, it's Chiaki Nanami, them damn self. And when it comes down to things, obviously Chiaki's like a 10. 11, 12, she's a goated ass character. The character that tells you not to get the hell up on things. The character that is a weirdo, but also equally good. When you see her in that bikini that first time, you immediately gotta run laps around your own damn house because of how fine she is. 100%. The girl that's actually hella simple, and even in Danganronpa S, the only girl that streams games and literally just be like, you know what, I just want to spread the positivity of gaming. Perfect, 100%. I'm pretty sure anybody would like to clap the cheeks of Chiaki Nanami. 100%. Possibly, I think, might has, I can't remember if she does. I think she does. But might have some of the most Gentai material of any other Danganronpa characters outside of Junko. So definitely when it comes down to things, obviously, she 100% needs to be like a 10 out of 10 or 14 out of 10. Doesn't necessarily matter. She breaks the scales, honestly. And then let's not forget, realistically, how emotional she made shit at the end of the game, essentially, with breaking out of the system and then obviously finding out that she's the traitor and all that type of stuff. And that's some heartbreaking shit, honestly. 100%. So, definitely when it comes down to things, like, top tier. Damn near the toppest of tiers of waifus when it comes down to things. 100%. So that's just how that goes, right? 10 out of 10 when it comes to it. That's not the end of this damn video just yet. We gotta go through V3 now, Killing Harmony. Oh my boy, my voice is going to die. Anyway, so we have to start off with Anji from V3. I don't really care for Anji. Can I be for real? Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, she'd be on some freaky shit, 100%. Definitely would like to see that. Would like to probably maybe be a part of that, honestly, because she doesn't necessarily know how to back the hell off and wants to get down and dirty. But at the same damn time, I don't really care for all this Atua nonsense, 100%. And I think that's gonna go for anybody that's not really religious, honestly. But when it comes down to things, I don't really, like, care too much for how she is, right? I get it, you're lonely as shit and you just try to push your agenda and things on other people, but at the very same time, you do have quite a body on this, so it is what it is. But still, nonetheless, I think I'll give Anji about a 5 out of 10. She's like middle of the road for me. I don't mind her being there, but I don't really care for her to be there, honestly, you know? So that's just kind of how I feel personally. Then we have one of the better characters when it comes down to things, which is Maki. 10. I'm gonna give Maki a 10. I know she's the type of person that's gonna kill your ass. I know she's the type of person that's not necessarily super expressive like that. But when she does get into those like little modes of expression, it's cute. 100%. Yeah, I know you're staring at me, Maki, but it is. Stop trying to act like you tough and shit. 100%. When it comes down to things, Maki is really cute as hell, and I don't see how anybody be like, oh, I don't want Maki. She gonna come through and kill your ass just for saying that. But when it comes down to things, Maki is hella good, you know? And when it comes down to things, I know that also, you know, Cold as Hell tries to be super hard, and, you know, when it comes down to things, not necessarily someone that probably easy as hell to get with, but still, nonetheless, I do enjoy Maki a lot. So I'll definitely chuck her about a 10 out of 10, you know? Definitely when it comes down to things. Definitely when it comes down to things. I can't give it a personal, like, oh, 14 out of 10 or some shit like that, but I would definitely give her a 10 out of 10 when it comes down to things. Probably the best side character in all of Danganronpa, honestly. One of the better side characters. Miu Iruma, this horny ass hoe. You know what? She gets a 9 because she's my spirit animal. When it comes down to things, yes, Mew is nothing but a horn dog monster or a horn cat. I don't know. When it comes down to things, yes, she's obviously like someone that's hella angry and just negative as shit, but when you put her in her place, she's obedient, so it is what it is, which is a wild thing to be thinking about, but it is. When it comes down to things, she doesn't necessarily like all that type of like attention for like, you know, wanting something and shit, but she definitely will flaunt her dumbass brain when it comes down to everything, right? And don't get me wrong, Mew is actually really smart, right? Even though a lot of her inventions are horny ass toys and, you know, weird shit when it comes down to things, Mew is still pretty damn smart, you know? Gotta give her props when it comes to it, right? She does definitely have a golden brain and a fine ass bod, 100%. So, yeah, she's definitely like the cougar of the damn group, 100%. But outside of that, you know, it is what it is when it comes down to things, you know? So, just like Maki, you know, I would definitely give her a good ass score because also the Rule 34 is kind of hidden on both Maki and Mew. But when it comes down to things, definitely I would just chuck her a 9. Mainly because I can relate to her horn dog ass. Honestly, if someone said, oh yeah, if we're gonna make a spin-off character, if we're gonna make a spin-off game on Danganronpa and just the females, what game would it be? Don't make it a Senran Kagura game, because I can definitely tell you that that shit will be one, bonkers as hell, even though I would love to play it, and then B, when it comes down to things, Mew's gonna just take over. She's gonna just ruin everybody's shit. She's gonna be the Katsuragi or the Haruka of the effing group, 100%. So that's just how that goes, honestly. But yes, Mew can have a 9 when it comes down to things. Tenko. Now, in canon, she's way more ass than Sonya. All she does is hate men.
Thrust the blame on me, you degenerate males and your thrusting, a typical degenerate male excuse. Well said. For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable. I knew the culprit was a male. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E. You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male. And you don't even know why you're wrong either, typical degenerate male. Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say. When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. Nobody gives a shit.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Boy, if you don't shut your
Literally in a day and age where we have nothing but wild ass feminists and wild ass annoying ass women that just do nothing but rag on men constantly, shit on them, which is half of the VTubing space and also half of just content creator space in general when it comes down to things. Tenko is the worst effing character out of every single character, 100%. Do not chuck me in a room with Tenko, because I will definitely rage and want the fuck out, 100%. Do not do that to me, because I am not about to sit here and get my ass beat by some Neo Aikido or some whatever bullshit she trains under, just so I get stomped out and tell me how I fail as a man. Well, F you too, Tenko. Here's a middle finger. Actually, never mind, you might snap that shit off. When it comes down to things, Tenko is by far the worst character in the canon, and that is not even like coming close to anything else. The only reason why she has a 1 out of 10, the only reason why she has a single point, is because she's sexy. That's the only thing. You may not never be able to get it, but at the end of things, she can lay it on you and it's pretty damn nice, 100%. If she wasn't a hating ass man person, that's just the case, you know, she will be fine as hell, 100%. And definitely, you know, the content when it comes to Rule 34 definitely, you know, paints her in the light of, damn, would like to clap Tenko if it wasn't for her being an asshole. So, you know what? She gets 1 point, but that's about it. Honestly, fan headcanons aside, it's a 1 out of 10. Tsumugi, who honestly is kind of like a mixed reaction bag, right? Tsumugi is like, you know, okay as herself, but when you get to in-game of V3 and you start realizing what the hell she was doing the entire time and all that stuff kind of going together, it's just like, did she need that? Like, granted, Tsumugi is like a bland character and she even said it herself in the Ultimate Summer Camp game, but still nonetheless, it's just like, Her by herself, I do actually give like a 7, right? That's just kind of how I feel. I actually do like Tsumugi, but obviously she doesn't really have too much outside the ultimate cosplay. But again, what you gonna get out of a bland character, who even stated again themselves to be a bland character. So it kind of is what it is. But at the end of the day, I do like Tsumugi. Even despite all the nonsense she pulled at the end of E3, it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely give Tsumugi about like a 7. I feel like that's fine. Next is Kurumi Tojo. And one thing before we say anything about you is that there is one damn Tojo, and it's certainly not you. So get that correct. Number 2, you about a 4. You about a 4. Honestly, like, I like my maid characters. There's a shit ton of maid characters I absolutely love. But at the end of the day, I don't really care for her, honestly. Right? I don't ever see anybody ever bring her up. I don't ever see anybody really talk about her in some shape and form. Even Peko is like a lot more, you know, having something than Kurumi when it comes down to things. I don't really care for her. That's just how I feel. So I would have to give her a 4. I can't even think of anything memorable that she did in game when it comes down to anything, right? Or anything that she has said. I can't think of anything memorable. Yeah, she's like one of the most ultimate maids in the world, but that doesn't change you from being boring as hell. Then we have Himiko Yameno, who is possibly the character that people hate the absolute shit out of, but from me, I give her an 8 out of 10. I know it's stupid, I know, but yes, her magic is trash, 100%, we get it. But at the very same time, she's 1, trying. 2, she's adorable, so it is what it is. And then 3, also has really good content with Kodako and Hiyoko as well, right? So there's some thickness at play. But when it comes down to things too, Himiko is a weird bag. She's a weird bag of tricks, honestly, literally. But I don't hate her. Right? Even though she does be like weird and strange and not necessarily know what she's doing half the time, I care about her, weirdly enough. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. Right? She possibly could be annoying to people like how Sonya is annoying to me, but I like her because guess what? She has somewhat of a cuteness factor and she does try. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know, it doesn't necessarily bother me too damn much. But when it comes on things, I know people may not necessarily, again, like Himiko, but this is my damn list, so F you, she gets an 8 when it comes on things. And then lastly, if anybody in B3 that we have to talk about, possibly one of the most important characters to me, because it was my gateway into Dangan, which is Kaede Akamatsu. 14 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 100%. One of the better characters in the entirety of the series, just like Chiaki. Now again, if you ask me who is better, just like back in the day, it probably still would be Chiaki, honestly. But because we didn't really like know too much about Kaede outside of the little details that we get, honestly, when it comes to her. But that doesn't change how I feel about Kaede, honestly. We may not have been able to spend a lot of time with her, but damn did she leave a lasting impression when it comes down to things. At least when it comes to her, you know, when it comes to me, when I first started watching Dangan, or the first thing I ever seen about the game, was essentially the executions. And Kaede's was the first execution I ever seen. And this is again the gateway. The gateway to her death, but my gateway into loving this damn series. And when it comes down to things, I don't like Kaede stuff. It's giving me PTSD just thinking about it. And I can't even listen to Claire de Lune no more because of this damn girl. But when it comes down to things, she was the gateway to all this stuff for me. And 100%, it would not be too surprising for me to be like, oh, I think Kaede is like the best damn Danganronpa female character in the entirety of the series. Just because of that personal bias, honestly. And even without that bias, she's still really good. She has like her feisty side to her, but she also has this sweet side and somewhat this adventurous side. She's a bit more active than, you know, Chiaki is, but that's just how it is when it comes down to things. And I don't hate that, right? I don't. She tries not to flaunt her talent in your face, but at the same time, she kind of does. And it's kind of very much the opposite from, you know, Chiaki, who just plays games in front of your ass all the time and just, you know, not really giving a shit who she's playing the game around. You know, it is what it is when it comes to that. And again, a lot of characters do flex their talents, but there's a very few bunch that try not to or just really don't. So when it comes down to things, I definitely can give Kaede that 10. I can give her that personal 14 out of 10 because yes, she is definitely like someone that has, to me, at least to me, proven herself to be, you know, a really good character, or potentially could have been a really good character. And despite her not having faith in humanity, I have faith in Kaede 100%. So that is the characters from V2. That is the characters from Dangan 2 and V3. But hold on now, you're probably wondering. There's one character that we're actually missing. There's one character that we have not mentioned at all when it comes down to things. And I haven't even mentioned this on purpose back in the olden days of the first Rate the Waifu, because I felt like this character needed way more of a spotlight than just put together with everybody else. And you probably already know who I'm thinking. It goes to the GOAT herself, the most evil ass woman in the entirety of anime history, Junko Enoshima. 100% has to be a 10 out of 10. 13 out of 10 because 13 years of this woman just being an asshole to everybody. Right? You have to just basically give Junko the damn crown at this point of just being one of the most evil women ever. Why do you think I had to give Junko her own damn video in the waifu material playlist? Because she's an asshole, she does not give a shit about you, she basically does things for shits and giggles, and she has this wild ass logic of despair and shit. And at the end of the day, she has multiple talents. The talent to look damn good as the ultimate fashionista, the talent of despair, and then the ultimate analyst, which is her Ryoko side, but that's just how that goes. And that's why she's so damn bored all the time. So when it comes down to things, I know people are sick as shit to look at Junko. I know they want a different villain if Danganronpa were to ever come back, and that's fine. But when it comes down to things, that's just a character that's not easily able to be replaced, right? Which is why I'm like, I don't necessarily see an easy way out of doing like a retcon of the series. I don't like that idea. I'd rather them just continuing on in the way I put out there in my video talking about it. But when it comes down to things, Junko is just that evil woman. Even if you don't know what Danganronpa is, you've probably seen this woman before. So when it comes down to things, definitely she deserves to be a 10 out of 10. That epic ass 13 out of 10, 100%, that 14 level. It is what it is when it comes down to things. Because she has done so much shit, destroyed the world just because. Literally, that's her only ass thing when it comes down to it, right? Try to make the whole world just in peril and despair. Make the whole world a bunch of hers and essentially fake the entirety of the damn world that she even was in. Insane ass person. Makes no damn sense. So that's just how that goes. 13 out of 10 for Junko Enoshima. And now that is every damn body. When it comes down to things, this was a long time coming and this was a long ass list. Let me know who is your favorite female Danganronpa waifu in the comments below when it comes down to things, because it's 13 years. You got 13 years of deciding who the hell is the best character when it comes down to things on the female side. You have 13 years. I expect 13 more than 13 comments in this damn video. But when it comes down to things, that's essentially all I have for you for this one. So again, hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on the socials. And yeah, that's basically about it. And until then, it's been Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day.